Simon, tell us why this ban has been overturned.
Hi, Tom. Well, simply according to the Court for Arbitration for Sport, there was insufficient evidence put forward by UEFA's investigating bodies that proved the case that City had breached financial fair play rules. Now, let's be crystal clear. The ruling did not exonerate City from any wrongdoing, but rather stated that the evidence supporting the case wasn't enough. They were particularly cleared of disguising equity funds as sponsorship contribution. Let us not forget that City back in 2014 had already been given a very big fine by UEFA, which was £49 million for breaching financial fair play regulations. And so far, that's the news we have from them. A full disclosure of the ruling will be released in the coming days, says CAS, but it's, of course, a massive decision for Manchester City, who, as one of the biggest clubs in England, of course, and in Europe, we're going to miss out on European football, which is the pinnacle, particularly the Champions League, of international football competitions at club level. It also means that speculation surrounding whether or not Pep Guardiola was going to leave, or some of the best players such as Kevin De Bruyne, is now put at an end, with City certainly breathing a big sigh of relief after this decision.
OK, but Simon, it was after all UEFA that imposed that two-season ban. Now it's been overturned. Doesn't all of this make UEFA look slightly humiliated?
Absolutely, and that's one of the big questions that is now being posed. Does UEFA have the credibility to continue operating their financial fair play regulations across the European footballing bloc? And of course, is it even able to empower those decisions? Because as I was saying, Manchester City had a previous fine given on them. There's been a lot of question marks surrounding Paris Saint-Germain, for example. And now certainly UEFA President Alexander Seferin is going to be scratching his head to see if UEFA's credibility still stands. And of course, this decision, what does it mean in terms of what message does it send to other clubs? Are clubs going to be able to think, well, actually, I can do whatever I want because I'll ultimately be able to get away with it? And of course, if we haven't done any wrongdoing in the past, and certainly teams that have committed that and still are able to get away with it, well, that creates even more problems. Now, UEFA, on their hand, have really focused on the small print, let's say, Tom, of this decision, which is what I was saying. City haven't been exonerated of any wrongdoing, but took issue rather with the way the information was obtained when Der Spiegel published that investigation in 2018. But certainly a lot of questions remain.
OK, well, thank you very much indeed for that. Our sports editor, Simon Harding.